Well, we are currently in Teluk Intan. And yes, of course, the landmark of Teluk Intan would have to be the Pisa in Italy, but it's Teluk Intan. Look, it's even playing as the role of a clock tower in Teluk Intan. Now, the name Teluk Intan actually generated from a very, very famous businesswoman called Mak Intan. It used to be called Teluk Mak Intan or Mak Intan's Bay. But then after that, the British came and decided to change it to become Ensign's Bay in conjunction with one of the residents of Malaysia. Then after which, they made it into Teluk Intan. Let's explore Teluk Intan. With the latest Isuzu D-Max X Terrain, you have a front and rear video recorder, making your journey more safe and comfortable. The latest safety feature with the Isuzu D-Max X Terrain is that at the back, the sensor and the video camera has a wider view. So when you have a wider view as you're reversing from tight spaces, especially when you're parking, then it saves you from the accident of banging people behind as you're reversing. To know the flavors of one place, you definitely have to visit the market. This is where you see everything comes alive, especially early in the morning. And yeah, let's see what we can get to complete our recipe for today. I kind of like figuring out what recipe, but let's buy one first. I need one more local produce, which is durian, and I think I know what I want to make today. We've got our stuff, we can start planning the menu for today. This is the place that I'm going to take you to explore breakfast in Teluk Intan. Oh, look at that, old-timers. The smell of the teh tarik is totally different, okay? This is not your normal mama shop, alright? That's why you go to these little small places to experience the beauty and the true colours of Malaysia. This I have never tasted in my life before. This is thosai banjir. Why is it called banjir? It's flooded, and it's flooded with all the different types of wonderful gravy. This is called goodness in a plate, and it has sambal on top of it. Let's do this. Oh my lord, belum makan. Idea saya dah meleleh. Here we go! The parpu, walaway! It is so good. Next. Dia ada dua nasi lemak. One is with ikan bilis. The other one is with prawns. Let's try the normal sambal prawns. You know how they say, right? Good sambal, good nasi lemak. I give you the Kampung Kitchen star, yo. You don't need Michelin for this. The ikan bilis one. I would wake up every morning early, just to be sure. This shop alone, they have been here nearly 60 years. Enjoy the small towns. Enjoy Teluk Intan. Sit down, have a teh tarik, and just let time pass you by. It's just wonderful to see, right, how in the olden days, people celebrated each other's culture, each other's religion. Like for example, we've got a very, very prominent old temple, and yet right opposite lays a madrasah that was built in 1901. Imagine those days, kids from all around Perak will come to this place and have classes. Not just Islamic studies, but they treat it as a school and a mosque at the same time. This is kind of like a rehal. It's called a rehal. If I was to translate it in English, it would be a book rack. So you don't want the Quran to be on the floor. So then they will put it on a rehal, which is pretty genius. This is a traditional, simple type. It's pretty old. Sometimes, right, by touching this itself, you're actually touching a piece of history. The rich tradition that you can see in small places is literally like what I have behind me. Teluk Intan used to be known as Anson. So this temple is called Ansun Fusun Kong. In the olden days, right, think in the 1800s even, most of the temples, mosques, churches will all be built within a center, which is the town center. For example, this temple is literally built by the side of the Perak River, because in the olden days, many of the Chinese traders who came and trade would come down here and look for their patron saint. Look at this wonderful architecture and the beautiful cultural element that gels Malaysia as one. So, another special thing, right, that you can find in Teluk Intan or Anson is this thing called lohan guo, which is mata kucing. It's a cooling drink. So in hot days like this, we look for lohan guo. So, and their shop is not even just one shop, okay? If you look inside, I can see it's a big, big shop. I've got a feeling this might just be the new taste that I'm looking for in Teluk Intan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so saya mau lohan kuo satu, mi rebus satu. 可以吗？
可以。
我在里面等哦。好，谢谢。Let's go。哦，罗汉果。Terima kasih ni ha. Look at that. This is how you drink lohan kuo. I'll tell you one thing though, I love it. When you drink such a bowl of lohan guo, it actually helps you cool down. I can't wait for the mi rebus way. Ui! Mi rebus. You know what? This, one of the difference, which is the keropok udang. It's so crunchy. Wow. You can taste the right amount of umami, and there's so much flavor running in a bowl of mi rebus. It's a right combination. It tastes a bit nyonya-like because, like what Janet said just now, it's a mixture between the Malay and the Chinese recipe. And I think this just complements it all. From this one to drinking a cold bowl of lohan guo. I think this is my new flavor of Teluk Intan. Right, so we're gonna cook a grilled red snapper with durian tempura. Well, today I'm gonna do a dish, right, using fermented durian that has been fermented. Very simple. First step, we wanna marinate our red snapper. So what you do is, simple as it, I'm gonna use kunyit or turmeric, and then put a bit of salt, blend that out. You can start your marination. You need to salai the banana leaf. Let's wrap the fish. Take this, our fish ready to grill. Let's leave it on the grill and then we can start doing our salsa. First up, lemongrass. More turmeric, and then you put chili in this. This one is basically our paste that you want to dry blend. This is another secret ingredient. It's called petai, alright, or stinky beans. Let's start with the cooking. Tempoyak in. Our fresh coconut milk. Put that in. Wonderful spices just now. Make sure you kacau everything. Now, add more of your santan. This is called daun kunyit. Cut into smaller thin pieces. You put your leaves and your petai. A bit of sugar, a bit of mushroom seasoning, a bit of salt. Great. It's slowly coming to life. Oh, nice. And then you take our salsa. I'm gonna plate that by the side. And remember today when we went to the market, the wonderful kakak at the market, she made her own sambal kantang. There you have it. Baked fish, tempoyak, salsa, and a bit of local sambal kantang. I'm going to compliment it a bit with the nice sambal kantang from our auntie just now. The tempoyak actually brings out that lemakness, the creaminess and the sweetness. And then you've got daun kunyit, that's aromatics, plus with fresh fish. And yes, with this beautiful sambal kantang, we gotta eat up. Because right after this, we're gonna sit on a boat and go experience the fairy lights of Teluk Intan. I know it's not Christmas, but let's see the lights come alive in Teluk Intan. This trip, we're going to go out to see the migratory birds. It's said that during sundown, the birds will actually fly back to the certain part of the river, and it's going to be spectacular. Plus, if we're lucky, our captain who's going to be bringing us down this river to experience the wonderful light installation of Teluk Intan. I've never imagined that there can be so many different types of birds and so much of it on this small island. And looking at this, it's like going through a safari, man. And all this, right, is on the Perak River in Teluk Intan. Now the sun has set. This is where I said we're looking at the fairy lights of Teluk Intan, where we're looking for the fireflies. It's going to get a bit dark, but let's enjoy the Christmas lights of Teluk Intan. Honestly, I never thought I would feel this way about Teluk Intan, but I feel Teluk Intan is like this wonderful chest of mysterious gifts. From beautiful Indian breakfast, colourful market life, a Chinese lady that started an empire from a 30-cent bowl of lohan kuo, watching birds from all over fly into the Perak River, and now looking at fairy lights all in one day. And it's all in this little small bay called Diamond Bay of Teluk Intan, Perak. I'll say, this is Teluk Intan. This is Malaysia.
Cuti Malaysia.
Anak siapa lah ni? Pandai betul. Kenapa single lagi? Allah hai. Tu kat saya ni bang. Dah habis dah. Alamak. All this produce.
Come smell the vegetable. Mula ada berapa nasi pada tu.
Imagine you give, sir, you want massage, sir? Massage you, very nice. You yellow, sir, very nice. I scared not my car, you know. I scared the blender, I goyang-goyang. Oi, my car very strong. Blender, I don't know strong or not. Try guessing what this is. Wrong. This is what you want to eat a day before your mother-in-law comes to the house. After you eat this, she will not come to your house anymore. No lah, I was just joking lah, mother-in-law. I think that's the reason why I'm not married yet. Whoa. Put this in your car, I tell you, this one become nuclear bomb. You duduk belakang. Jatuh. Wah, keropok. Oh, wow. What is cempedak in English? Jackfruit nangka lah. Kau sekolah mana?
Kau sekolah tak?
Terima kasih. Kejap. Alamak. Duit, Pak. Nampak tak? Wallet pun lupa. Terima kasih. Okey. Terima kasih saya jual. Saya jual, saya beli Terima kasih. Tighter spaces, you will not have. With the latest Isuzu D-Max X Terrain, you have front and rear video.
Burung pucung bakau.
Tak. Kepala kerbau.
Burung gembala kerbau.
Oh,
Gembala kerbau.
I heard burung kepala kerbau. I'm thinking kepala kerbau. That's a bit big there, isn't it?